right, I'll get it. I'll get it. Oh, my God.
John? John, what is it? You look like you've seen a ghost. John?
Kelsey, how old is your mother?
Well, she's 58. Why?
Sort of a reddish hair, hazel eyes, about 120 pounds.
That fits my mother to a T. Why?
Oh, I don't believe this.
John, what in the world is going on?
I'm afraid no one's really looking forward to Christmas this year.
Yeah, well, I can imagine it's going to be tough without Rachel around.
Hope she's all right.
Yeah, you know, well, Rachel's always been a family first kind of lady. I'm sure she's going to realize with Theta gone that it's very important to keep the family together. My. So, is this what the well-dressed jailbird is wearing this year?
Yes, I was angry, and yes, I still wanted her. But
He didn't do it. Morgan didn't rape her. I can prove it. I was there. She's lying, Your Honor.
Order! Order, or I'll have this courtroom cleared. Mr. Winthrop.
Yes, Your Honor.
Approach the bench. You too, Miss Kramer.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on here? Who is this man? And how is he related to this case?
If you'll remember, Your Honor, I mentioned that we were having difficulty finding two of the key witnesses for the defense. This gentleman is one of them. This is Dr. Kyle Barkley.
Oh, this is true. Your Honor, I request an immediate mistrial.
Dr. Barkley, approach the bench.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were subpoenaed to appear in this court, not to disrupt it.
Yes, I am sorry, Your Honor. I didn't mean to upset anybody. But when I came in, and when I heard what this lady was saying, I just couldn't help myself.
You're Morgan Winthrop's friend, the one who was with him on the night in question?
Yes.
Presumably, Mr. Winthrop will wish you to testify for the defense. Obviously, you should...
Your Honor, there shouldn't be a defense. In fact, there shouldn't be a trial at all.
I beg your pardon.
Lorna Devon made the whole thing up. In fact, there was no rape at all.
Kelsey, I don't know how to tell you this, but I just slammed the door in your mother's face.
What?
Maybe I wouldn't have overreacted if we weren't about to just,
Wait a minute, wait a minute. What do you mean my mother's face?
I mean, your mother is standing out there on the porch with a suitcase in her hand.
That's impossible. She's not due for another 6 days.
So she changed her mind. I don't know. She came early.
That's impossible. She never changes her mind about anything.
All right, then it's her evil twin sister. I don't know. But there's a woman standing on the other side of that door with a suitcase in her hand and very possibly a broken nose.
No.
Yes. Come on, don't just let her stand there.
It can't be my mother. I mean, it can't possibly be her. It's not her because, well, she doesn't know I moved.
Well, maybe she went to Bayview Court and somebody there told her that you'd moved.
Oh, my God. A perfect stranger told my mother I was married. She'll kill me.
Well, she may kill you anyway for letting her stand out there and freeze to death. Now, go and get her, and I'll go upstairs and change.
I have to answer the door on my own?
Well, come on, it's your mother. Whatever happened to that Rock'em Sock'em Dr. Harrison Hudson?
Well, when my mother shows up, Rock'em Sock'em sort of disappears. Would you hurry up? Hurry up. Mother! Oh, it's so nice to see you. Come on in. Gosh, you look wonderful. Well, you know, I can't imagine for the life of me why you didn't tell me you were coming so early. I mean, if I'd known,
I would have if I'd mailed my letter to this address. But seeing as how I only had your old one...
Oh, you wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the post office hasn't started forwarding my mail. So, well, it's really too bad you didn't call. I would have been more prepared.
Let's get back to the wee business. Would you by any chance be referring to that naked man?
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You will never guess where I've been.
I'm swamped. I really don't have time for you right now.
The mailroom.
Have you been checking up on Jake?
Of course I have, haven't you?
No, I have other problems to worry about, thank you.
Amanda, I'm so self-righteous. You know that Jake is the single most serious problem that we have right now?
Okay, fine. What did he do, Iris? Did he confuse the M's with the N's? Post-date outgoing mail? What?
No, unfortunately, he's doing rather well at all that. The good news is that I have made a friend in the freight department, and he is willing to help us.
Help us what?
Get rid of Jake, for heaven's sake. What else? Now, I'm going to give you...
No, Iris, stop. Right there. I have no intention of using our employees to sink Jake. That is totally underhanded, and it is just plain wrong.
Oh, excuse me. Now, what happened to that little vixen who was going to seduce Jake? To get the property deeds from Sam Christabel?
Now, if I recall, Iris, that was your idea, not mine. Besides, I would never have gone through with it.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Now, Iris, you know how much trouble this company is in.
Yes, thanks to your new best friend.
No, if it wasn't for Jake, that entire union would have walked right out of here last week, and you know it. Now, we have to work as a team, Iris, or nobody is going to win.
Oh, my goodness. He's really getting to you, isn't he?
Jake is my partner now, Iris. I have every intention of making that partnership work.
Mm-hmm.
Would you just cut it out? I'm doing this for the family. I'm doing it for all of us.
You know, I could understand about Paulina. She never had any class. Amanda Corey, falling for Jerk McKinnon. Oh, my. I wonder what Rachel would say about this.
Jake, please, don't start.
Me?
Don't worry, I don't take anything this guy says too seriously.
Well, maybe you should, because I am the publisher of a major magazine with a ton of work to do.
Let me guess, Amanda lets you get coffee?
For your information, I am getting ready to do a story on Grant Harrison. You might remember him. You were cozy with his wife.
Really, what kind of story is Bravo doing?
We haven't exactly figured out an angle on that, and I would appreciate you keeping that under your hat. You wouldn't want your family's own magazine to get scooped, right?
Well, no.
Like I said, one hand washes the other. You have a nice Christmas party. You too, Ian.
Thank you.
Jake. Thanks for your help. Jake's going to give me your father's papers.
Right.
Yeah, I told him I wanted to get everything together for you.
And what did he say?
Well, he didn't say no. Ian, for once in his life, Jake is trying to do something nice. And if Carl is right and there's a clue someplace about what really happened with Mac, we should be grateful that we're going to be able to piece it all together.
We should?
Yes, in a way, yes. Look, Jake could have said get lost, and that's what I expected, really. But when he was so nice when he came in here...
You don't have to explain
No,
yourself.
I want you to understand what you saw.
I do.
mean,
Understand.
Your Honor, given Mr. Winthrop's clear abuse of judicial propriety, we request an immediate mistrial.
I heard you the first time, Miss Kramer.
This allegation will prejudice the jury against Miss Devon, which is exactly what Mr. Winthrop wants.
I didn't plan this, Dana. We've been looking for this gentleman for weeks. The truth is, we didn't know if he was going to show up at all.
Well, he's made quite an appearance, Counselor, and you know it.
Lorna, is this the man that was with Morgan that night? Do you recognize him?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I think he might lie for Morgan.
Counsels will step back. Witness will step down. Bailiff, escort the jury out. Court will take a 5-minute recess while I consider Miss Kramer's request for a mistrial.
All rise.
Where have you been? I've been calling everyone from here to Seattle looking for you.
I was right where I said I'd be, traveling. I had no idea you were in this kind of mess.
all the papers were covering it, Kyle.
Out in Chicago, maybe, but not where I've been. It wasn't until yesterday when I got to the hospital that I found out about this.
Well, then why didn't you get in touch with us? You've had our phone number. You've called Morgan at least once at our house while you were out on the road.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what happened? Why didn't you call?
To tell you the truth, I was scared. I mean, I figured if I came and got you off, Lorna'd turn around and go after me.
Why in the world world would you think that?
Because a lady is out for blood. Anybody can see that. Now look, I am really sorry, but I'm here now, bud. Okay? I'll do anything.
Well, how about starting by telling us the truth?
What?
You said that you could prove that Lorna Devon made up the rape story.
You bet I can. And when you use what I have against her, nobody in this whole courtroom is gonna feel sorry for Lorna Devon, except maybe her mother.
Iris, you are really too much. Not only am I not involved with Jake, but the very notion that I would even consider it is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I wouldn't be too coy if I was you. Look how he manipulated Paulina.
Paulina was in love with him. There's a big difference, huge. Besides, the key to getting around Jake is to make him think he's getting around you.
Then you do have a plan.
Like I said, Iris, I'm very busy.
Goodness, Amanda, I do hope you know what you're doing. Jake may be a snake, but he's a very, very attractive one. And you, my little sister, have been on your own for a long time.
Iris, you are out of line.
Oh, no. You know what they say about a woman who protests too much.
Well, I'm not one of them.
Are you sure about that?
Just how sure are you, Princess?
How about some coffee? I'm sure after your trip you must be
Extremely curious. I know the man's name is John Hudson, but
How do you know that?
They told me at the hospital.
Oh.
We won't even talk about how embarrassing it was to have to search for my own daughter. Now I understand all those peculiar, knowing glances between the nurses.
Mother, I am so sorry. Really, I am.
And how about telling me the truth? Why are you here with that man? And why are you dressed like that?
Oh, well, because it's... well, I'm more comfortable, you know, more informal. Oh, speaking of comfortable, the guest room is so lovely. I haven't had a chance to redecorate it yet, of course, but well, you know, it has nice morning light.
Stop right there, young lady. Why would you be redecorating here?
It's a new hobby.
Please. You barely know wallpaper from paint. And that's as it should be. You're a doctor, not a housewife.
There's nothing the matter with wanting things that are nice.
Fine. When you get your own home, hire a decorator. Have it done.
I have my own home.
I beg your pardon?
I said, I have my own home. You're standing in it.
I was told this was Dr. Hudson's house.
It's his, too. We're married, Mother. He's my husband. Mother, wait, let me explain.
No question, Mother. Dana, I don't understand. Why would you ask for a mistrial? Yeah, don't you believe me anymore? Of course I believe you, Lorna, but we have to be realistic here. Even though the judge has told the jury to disregard certain things, Cass has made a big point here.
Just like he did to me.
Oh, well, he did to all of us. Yeah, well, we all knew that Cass was going to be very tough. But your testimony, Victor, or yours, Lorna, or even Jenna's, isn't as serious as what the jury saw today. I just feel that it's to our benefit to start with an entirely new jury.
But now, will the charges against Morgan, will they still stand?
Oh, I'm not asking for a dismissal, Felicia. I'm just asking for the opportunity of a fresh start, maybe even a change of venue.
Makes sense to me. What about you, Lorna?
Yeah, whatever. Now, Dana, do you think the judge is going to honor this motion?
I have no idea. I can't even guess. And if she doesn't, then we're going to have to deal with what we have. That's why it's very important, Lorna, that you tell me everything. Would you rather we talk in private?
No. My mother and Victor know the whole story, and I'd like to keep it that way. Honey, we're here, okay? We're going.
Okay, fine. Look, let's start with this Kyle guy. He says that you made up all the charges, that you weren't even raped.
Bull.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're so definite about it, because what worries me is how definite he seemed to say that he could prove that you're lying. Do you have any idea of what he's talking about?
Look. We all know that I don't remember much about what happened that night, but I do remember being raped, and I know it was Morgan.
Dana, you and I have been through the system enough to know that there are plenty of dirty tricks. Now, Cass is a good lawyer, and I'm sure he knows more than a few of them.
Yes, well, I'm sure we'll find out when we go inside. Thank you for your support, but may I please have a few minutes alone with Lorna?
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Sure.
Right, I'll be in the club.
Thank you. Thank you. Look, Lorna, I know you trust them, but having your mother here and your lover, I feel that we could talk better alone.
Dana, I have told you everything. Now, I don't remember anything about this Kyle, other than he left before Morgan raped me. That's it. I have told you everything. I don't know anymore.
So you're absolutely sure you told us everything you know?
As God is my witness.
Oh, he is. Okay. At least I know where we're going with this now. Thank you.
Hi. Are you okay?
No, not really. Kyle's testimony is going to be brutal. Doesn't even come close to describing it. But the good news is Morgan will get off. Of that, there's no doubt in my mind.
Then why do you look so miserable?
Because in order to smash Lorna's case, I'm going to have to destroy her reputation in the process, and that's going to hurt. I have to do it.
Oh, Mother, please don't leave. Please don't be angry. I'm very happy. I hoped you'd be happy for me, too.
I'm not angry, Kelsey. I'm hurt. You say you want me to be happy for you, yet this is how I find out my daughter's married?
Mother, please come back inside. Oh. Look, I know that I should have told you, but I made a mistake, a big mistake.
There's no question about that.
Oh, not about John. I'm in love with him. Mother, I have never been happier in my whole life.
I seem to recall those same sentiments about a certain Dr. Jamie Frame. Remember what happened with that, Kelsey?
This is completely different.
Is it? You're still both at the same hospital?
Yes, well, for your information, we work very well together. I could be with John 24 hours a day and still want more.
That's very sweet, dear. But what happens when he begins to tire of the camaraderie?
He won't. Anyway, there's a lot more.
Of course he will. They all do. But the point is, it'll be your career that suffers. You're the one who will have to change her hours, maybe even her specialty.
Look, you're wrong.
Am I? If it hadn't been for that Frame character, you'd be a surgeon now instead of a hematologist.
Look, Mother, I was very skeptical when I went into this relationship, too. I asked myself a lot of the same questions that you're asking me right now.
But you obviously let your desires rule your head. Oh, Kelsey, when will you learn?
I did. I learned to love and to trust again. And I learned all of that from my husband. I married this man because every time I was with him, I was a happier person. Now I'm happy all the time. Believe what you want, Mother, but John's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Merry Christmas, baby. You sure did treat me nice. Ooh, Merry Christmas, baby. Sure did treat me nice. Gave me that love for Christmas. Now I'm living in paradise.
Now I'm feeling mighty fine. I got good music on my radio. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. I got all that good music on my radio. I wanna kiss you, baby, while you're standing neath the mistletoe.
So, what do you think?
Looks great.
Look, Ian, I'm sorry about having to deal with Jake at all, but those papers of her father's are very important.
They served their purpose. They saved your life.
You think Carl's on the wrong track, don't you? You think Mac is guilty?
You are assuming that Carl wants to salvage your father's reputation.
I think Carl wants to help Rachel. Don't ask me why, but on this, I trust him. Sort of, anyway.
I'm sorry, but I don't. As far as your father's culpability, we may never know the real story.
Well, shouldn't we try? Shouldn't we at least give it a shot?
That isn't us. We have to let go of it. We have to start thinking about our life. We have to think for ourselves.
We? Ourselves? Are you sure you meant to use those words?
Yes. Does it bother you?
Not at all. In fact, I think I could get used to that kind of talk real quick.
Iris, don't you have some work to do?
Of course, but what's more important than getting rid of Jake?
Jake got his position legally. My responsibility to this company requires me to make that relationship work, and I have every intention of doing just that.
Way to go.
Did you hear yourself? Did you hear what you just said? You admitted that you were having a relationship with that man.
You're twisting my words, Iris. It's business, pure and simple.
Jake may be simple, but there's nothing pure about it.
Oh, would you just back off, Iris? Look, if you are finished, I have work to do.
You're being a fool, Amanda, and you're just like your mother.
Man, I just saw Iris flying down the hall like a witch without a broom. What's the deal?
Nothing I can't handle? Look, Jake, I'm really busy, okay?
Yeah, me too. I got a pile on my desk just like this. Well, the budget projection came in today.
Yeah, I know. I have mine right here.
So do I have to remind you that you and I have to defend these numbers in front of the board tomorrow?
Wait, tomorrow? Are you sure?
Yep. And there's no way I'm going in there without you. So, why don't we have some dinner and we'll go over them together?
No, look, Jake, I already have dinner plans, okay? Why don't we just go over it tomorrow early?
No, Amanda, I work much better in the evening. Why don't you call the senator and call the night off?
How did you know I had plans with Grant?
I was there when he asked you, remember? I mean, if something came up on his end, he would do the same thing, and you know it.
I suppose so.
So call. And besides, Emily Post makes allowances for working women these days.
When did women not work for Jake?
Oh, I love it when you get feisty. So, are you going to make the call, or should I?
Honey, I see how much this is hurting you.
Oh, it's Felicia and Lorna that I'm worried about.
Is there any way to get around having Kyle testify?
No. This is Morgan's only chance.
But what happens if...
Frankie? What is it? Is this labor again, honey?
No.
What?
No, it's just a kick, but... Man, this kid is going to be a place kicker.
Look, that does it. I want you to go home. I want you to relax. Maybe do a little organizing for your trip to your mother's or something. As soon as I'm finished here, I'll come home and help you.
Cass, I'm not leaving. My place is here with you and Morgan.
I suppose I'm not going to be able to convince you on this one, huh?
Come on. Okay, this is it. Keep your fingers crossed.
We're gonna win this.
We are.
I'm right here for you, sunshine. Anytime you want to leave, you let me know.
All rise. The Honorable Francine Scott Cohen presiding.
Please be seated. Miss Kramer, I have carefully considered your motion for mistrial, and it is denied. Mr. Winthrop, are you ready to continue?
Yes, I am, Your Honor, but not with Dr. Winthrop. However, I do reserve the right to recall him at some other time if necessary.
Motion granted.
The defense calls Dr. Kyle Barkley to the stand.
Before your witness is sworn in, Mr. Winthrop, I have a few instructions for the jury. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, any comment or statement made by this witness prior to taking his oath should and must be disregarded by each of you. Your only concern is Dr. Barkley's sworn testimony. Proceed, bailiff.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Mr. Winthrop?
Please state your name and occupation.
Kyle Barkley. I'm a physician.
And so, Dr. Barkley, you confirm the testimony of most of our witnesses, including the complainant herself. You were at Lorna Devon's apartment with Morgan Winthrop, but you left first.
That's correct.
Is that the only time that you were at Miss Devon's apartment that night?
No.
When else were you there?
That same night, I went back after Morgan left.
And what happened then at her apartment?
We made love.
Beg you to stay, Mother, but if you do, I think you'll find that John is everything that you ever wanted from me. He's a warm and generous man and a dedicated doctor.
You're both so dedicated, you have time in the middle of the afternoon to come home and...
We have both been working double shifts in the past couple of weeks. We were very fortunate to get this time off together, actually. I mean, that's one of the problems of working in the same hospital, is getting time off at the same time.
Not the only problem, I'm sure.
No. Kelsey, you must be freezing. Why don't you run upstairs and change and let us get to know each other? Kelsey has spoken of you so often. Don't worry. I'll manage.
Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. Be nice, Mother.
Well, your daughter is a remarkable woman, Ruth. May I call you Ruth?
Call me anything you like, so long as it's not Mom.
Ah, well, then Ruth it is. Well, it must have surprised you when you heard the news, huh?
Surprise doesn't quite cover it, Doctor.
John.
John.
We had every intention of telling you. I think that Kelsey was waiting for that one right moment, which looks like never from here, I'm sure.
My daughter studied long and hard to become a doctor. I hate to see her throw all those years away simply to get married.
Well, marriage isn't simple, Ruth, at least not to my way of thinking. And as far as studying goes, well, a lot of us in medicine have learned to live with sacrifice.
Not the same kind a woman has to make.
Maybe not. But Kelsey and I love each other, and we have every intention of making this marriage work. Look, Ruth, you don't have to like me. It would be nice, but it's certainly not a prerequisite. What's important to me is Kelsey's happiness. And what you think, however, matters a great deal to Kelsey, and that's good. That's as it should be. All we ask is that you give us a chance. So how about it?
Oh, is it safe?
Please, Kelsey, I'm not the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay, maybe sometimes.
Gosh, that's probably Gregory. I certainly didn't expect it now.
Well, what did you want me to get him?
No, I'll get it.
Someone else lives here, too?
Yes, a very important person.
Why would either of you have to help this person into the house? Is he incapacitated? Kelsey, who is Gregory?
Lorna Devon accused the defendant, Morgan Winthrop, of rape. Are you telling us that Ms. Devon confused Morgan for you?
No. I mean, she may be confused, but I didn't rape her. I made love to her with her consent.
You are lying. I was raped.
Devon,
Devon, sit down. I will not have this turned into a kangaroo court.
But
Miss Kramer, please. Explain to Miss Devon that unless she remains silent, she'll be removed from this court. Now, you may continue, Mr. Winthrop.
Let's go back to earlier in the evening. You willingly accompanied Dr. Winthrop and Ms. Devon back to her apartment. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I did. I was a designated driver.
Why didn't you just drop them off and leave? Why did you go up to Ms. Devon's apartment?
Lorna asked me to.
So in other words, you thought she was coming on to you, too.
Objection calls for speculation.
Goes to witness state of mind, Your Honor.
I'll allow it.
Dr. Barkley, answer the question, please.
Well, at first, she looked like she was interested in Morgan. But she wasn't totally disinterested in me, either. When we were there, she asked me to dance.
Dr. Barkley, was it your impression that she was interested in the threesome?
Objection calls for a conclusion by the witness.
Overruled. Witness may answer.
Well, I can't say exactly what she wanted, but she seemed like a woman who was up for anything.
Your Honor.
Dr. Barkley, answer only the question that is asked you. Is that understood?
Yes, I'm sorry. I can only answer for myself, saying I'm pretty straight, and if that's what she had in mind, I wasn't interested. But the first time I went to leave, she really came on to me. I mean, she wanted me to stay.
Because I didn't want to be left alone with Morgan, you idiot.
Mr. Devon, this is your last warning. Is that understood?
So not wanting to be a fifth wheel, you left.
Yeah. And like I said, I came back later when I realized that I had left my jacket there.
And what happened then?
Well, the door was open, and the lights were off, and I could see Lorna lying on the sofa.
Was she conscious?
Yeah. I mean, her eyes were closed, but the lady was definitely awake.
That's your clinical opinion, Doctor?
It's a fact. I mean, her body was moving.
Moving how?
You know, seductively. Like, she wanted it. She couldn't wait to get it.
Mother, please don't have a fit, but Gregory is John's son.
Oh, no. Not only another doctor, another divorced one, too? And the child lives here with you?
No, John is a widower, Mother. His wife died a few years ago, when Gregory was just a baby. I mean, he's raised Gregory all on his own.
But now he's got you to help him.
And I couldn't be happier about it. Gregory keeps us sane. He reminds us of what's really important.
Oh, Kelsey, you've bitten off so much. Marriage, a ready-made family. Are you sure you're up for this?
I wouldn't have married him if I didn't think that I was. Mother, I love you. I really do. But I need your support, not your criticism. Can you do that for me? Just this once.
Well, this line item can go, don't you think?
No. Oh, well, if we have to, we have to, but I just assume take something out of publicity.
I don't know, Amanda. I think publicity is one of the places that we need the most money. Let's see where else we can rob from Peter to pay Paul.
Look, Jake, I'm exhausted. Why don't we just go over this early in the morning
Amanda,
instead?
we have the meeting. We have to get ready for the meeting.
Well, we can just push it ahead a couple hours.
Listen, why don't we just have dinner the way that we planned, and we can
Jake,
go over the...
I'm sorry. I'm just not up to it. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's great. See you in the morning.
Great. Great. Thanks for your help.
That's what I'm here for.
Hi, Grant. It's Amanda. Listen, I got out a little earlier than expected, so are you still free tonight? Great.
See you in a little bit.
Dr. Barkley, what happened after you re-entered the apartment and saw Lorna Devon on the couch?
I went and sat down next to her, and I told her how sexy she looked.
Did she open her eyes?
No, but she sort of moaned.
Why did she moan? Was she in pain?
No, not at all. It was more like she wanted me, and she knew I was there.
Objection! Overruled. You'll have a chance to cross-examine Miss Kramer.
What happened then? Did you talk to her?
A little. I told her I had come back from my jacket, but I was glad she was still up.
And did she respond verbally?
Not then.
When exactly did she talk to you?
When we were making love. She asked me to wear a contraceptive device, a condom. In fact, she was the one who supplied it.
Where's Ruth?
Oh, she's inspecting the rest of the house. She's in the kitchen.
Well, the guest room is ready. Should I suggest she take a look?
Oh, why not? What's the worst that can happen? She'll leave.
Well, I'm afraid our accommodations aren't very luxurious. I hope they'll do.
I'm sure they'll be just fine.
Good, good. I put your bag in the guest room. Gregory said that he would love to help Grandma Ruth unpack. Here, come on, I'll show you where it is. It's right at the stairs here. Go up and then turn right, and it's right at the end of the hall. Gregory's waiting for.
Grandma Ruth?
Well, maybe Gregory will win her over.
Maybe he'll push her down the stairs.
Oh, come on, Kelsey. It wasn't all that bad. I think that she even enjoyed herself for a few minutes there.
Maybe. With my mother, you never can tell. I can't believe I'm a grown woman, and she still gets to me like this.
Well, parents are like that. Perhaps Gregory at some point will be saying that about us.
Oh, heaven forbid.
You know, I think I actually got through to her, though. In spite of her tough exterior, she can be quite sweet.
Forget sweet, John. That's when she's her most dangerous, believe me.
Everything will be fine. Trust me.
Looks like we've been deserted.
Yep. I have to go, too. I have a couple of things to take care of at KBAY, but I will only be gone a couple of hours.
It's all right. I won't be here either.
Why not? Right. I'm sorry. Every time I'm with you like this, I forget that you have to go.
Get back to my cozy self.
Damn it, Ian. It is so unfair.
Well, it's better than being there full time. You have to admit that.
Yeah, I know, but I guess I'm just selfish. I want as much time with you as possible, and lately that doesn't seem like much. If only there was something I could do.
You have. Really, you have. I know I'm not very good with words.
You were fine. You were more than fine. Thank you for telling me how you feel. It means so much to me.
We better stop this before we can.
It won't always be like this. I promise.
Dr. Barkley, let us be as clear as we possibly can for the sake of the jury, all right? Did Ms. Devon specifically ask you to use a condom and indeed supply it for you?
Yes, she did. She had them in her purse. I would have worn one anyway. I'm a doctor. There's no way I've...
Did Ms. Devon ask you to wear a condom?
Yes, she did.
And so you assumed, naturally, that she was giving you her permission, that she wanted to engage in sexual relations with you?
Sure. What else would I think?
Did Ms. Devon do or say anything else that you might construe as showing desire on her part?
Yeah. I think she reached up for me at one point.
To draw you in, you mean, not push you away?
Yeah, to draw me in. I mean, she was definitely into it.
Dr. Barkley, I want you to think very carefully before you answer this next question. Did Ms. Devon ever say no to you? Did she ever in any way indicate that she did not want to have sex with you?
I don't have to think about it. I wasn't drinking. I know exactly what happened. She wanted me. She wanted me, and she made it happen.
I never wanted you, you bastard. I didn't want you at all.
Yeah. Who is it you didn't want, Lorna? Morgan or Kyle?
Night at 7 here on Channel 10.
Santa Claus came early this year.
Amy, you and Steven.
And then some.
No. I know, it's the star. This one goes on last, don't we?
Yeah, we have about a zillion cranberries to string before we put this on.
Who was the one who thought of doing it the old-fashioned way?
I don't know. It's going to take a lot of energy. I bet Bridget's cookies are done.
What do you say you go get some cookies there, Steven? Go!
Here, to you, for holiday spirit above and beyond the call of duty.
To the man who made it all possible.
Who's that? Chris Kringle?
No, it's you. Thank you so much for making this a family again. I want this to be the best Christmas ever, with lots of eggnog and singing and...
And snow.
Yes, and snow. So much snow that we're going to get snowed in. That way you can never go back to work, and I don't have to worry about custody, grant.
It's a deal. What could that be?
Could be some of the 6 tons of mistletoe I'm having delivered.
Hello, Vicky. What do you say? You ready to drop the H-bomb on the Senator from now?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there. You got my message, good?
Yes, I did. Is this your idea of a politically correct dinner date?
Just have a quick photo up here, and then you'll be wined and dined in style.
I don't know. I think that photo op is going to take a while. They told me that you have to wear this.
What's this?
Nobody told you?
Told me what?
Well, they're having a Christmas party for the Children's Fund, and you, sir, are going to pay Santa.
Why wasn't I informed? Who set this up?
Not me. Maybe your office got their wires crossed.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, come on. It'll be fun. I called Maggie. I asked her to bring Allie over. Better go put it on.
No, it's not gonna work.
Why not? I mean, it's part of your, your new daddy child-friendly image. Come on, don't you want to play Santa for
I can't.
a day?
I can't. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Which of these men are you accusing of rape, Miss Devon?
Objection, Your Honor.
You have no idea who you had sex with
Your
that
Honor,
night,
if
do
Mr.
you?
Winthrop wishes to recall Miss Devon to the stand, I suggest you do a
I
proper
call for
order.
immediate withdrawal of all charges against my client,
Your Honor, Miss Devon is not
She
on the
obviously
stand.
doesn't remember who she was with that
Quiet,
night,
Your Honor.
or if she
Both
was
of
even
you.
raped.
Come on.
Counsel will approach the bench. Must I remind you, this is a courtroom, not a circus.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Your Honor, prosecution requests a brief recess to confer with Miss Devon privately.
Granted. When we reconvene, I trust cooler heads will prevail. Witness may step down.
Court will take a 5-minute recess.
Lorna, we need to talk.
No, wait. Are you okay? Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't think she can take much more of this.
If this is true, then Morgan's in the clear. Lorna can't incriminate him.
Right now, there's no telling what she might do.
Lorna, what is going on? Is Kyle's testimony a cover-up?
I am not sure.
But you're still positive that you were raped?
Yes, Dana, I'm positive.
Then what is it? Is Kyle covering up for his friend? Is he lying, Lorna?